My name is Agarise Lucia Onagise.
My name is Oshuhamele Aruna.
I am the Executive Secretary of the Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance.
I'm the Managing Director for Tetra Pak West Africa, based out of Lagos, Nigeria.
Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance is the coalition of member companies that have come together to form the Producer Responsibility Organization to manage the packaging sector for the food and beverage industry in Nigeria, to also ensure we implement the extended producer responsibility that places a responsibility on producers, manufacturers, converters for the life cycle of their products, including the packaging.
Tetra Pak is a leading company, a global company, and we are in the business of providing food and beverage processing solutions to industries around the world.
What we do in this company, we make fantastic beverages, both juices and dairy. Chivita, Hollandia. They have been around in Nigeria for decades, and I think they're not just a household name, but they're a sign of quality.
Recycling is very important because as one of the waste hierarchy, it is the key way of ensuring that
The bedrock of sustainability and reducing climate impact in the world that we live in. So for us, recycling really involves reducing litter, it involves reusing of resources, thereby you are saving the earth from all the challenges we have today with the litterage that we have everywhere in the world.
Recycling is crucial, but maybe if you allow me, I would like to go a step back. If you look at it, processing and packaging of products has been absolutely fundamental to food safety in all countries around the world. Without what we do, processing and packaging, most of the food, a lot of the food would actually go to waste on the land before even reaching your table. So by processing and packaging as we do, we ensure high quality products, we ensure that consumers can enjoy healthy products. And obviously, while we have those packaging consumed, if not recycled, they will have an impact on the environment in various degrees. So it is crucial for any business to reduce, reuse and recycle.
Recycling is very important to the environment because we must cut down on the waste that goes back into the drains or the dump grounds. Nigeria generates 32 million metric tons of waste annually. Only 10%, less than 10% of this is recycled. So, and waste that is not recycled clogs the drains and it causes flooding, it causes spread of diseases through stagnant water. Nigeria spends millions of naira in treatment of malaria every year and other diseases. So recycling is sustainability in the sense that it saves the environment, it saves the people, and it makes sure that we're going to have human lives or human existence for a long time, because if we do not recycle, the world will go into extinction. In 2022, flooding led to the death of over 600 people, with 1.3 billion displaced in Nigeria alone. Recycling is one of the ways to reduce waste and to create wealth, like the UBC polywood that we make from UBC products.
there you now see that waste can be used as a resource instead of being thrown away. And then recycling is important in the food and beverage sector because it gives a second life and a value to packaging material, so they can be recycled into other products and form a raw material for a different industry. Okay, UBC
Used beverage cartons are the cartons where the aseptic beverage cartons get consumed for the aseptic beverage and the carton gets disposed of. That's the used beverage cartons, which is UBC.
And they are the packaging that are used for beverage product. That packaging consists of different layers of material. So it has aluminum, it has paper content, and it also has a plastic content.
The UBC gets picked up from different points. So once they get picked up, then that get recycled. Because as you know, these beverage cartons have got different layers of plastic, different layers of paper and aluminium in it. So what happens is that the aluminium gets extracted and gets recycled. The paper gets recycled into cartons, and the plastic which comes out, that gets recycled into plastic chairs and tables. So that's the fundamental way of recycling the entire UBC.
So when you talk about UBC recycling, that means ensuring that you separate the different types of material that are made from the packaging, and then recycling it, processing it into a different product. Where is the waste generated? You have to collect it from that source. When you collect it, you process it by sorting it into the different type of material that can be found in the UBC. Like I said, paper, aluminum, and plastic. And then you process it in terms of cutting it into smaller pieces, and then it can be used for other products like polyboards that can be used to make furniture and other household products.
You need to understand why you are doing what you're doing. And so that's for us why we need to explain to people the need for us to recycle. Like I said in the beginning, you save resources, you reuse resources, you are really saving the environment. So the impact is very clear and direct. So when you get people to understand why you're doing something, I think the next step of actually doing it becomes easier. And so for us, that's why education is a big part of the entire thing we are doing with FIBRA.
The steps that are responsible for proper disposal of used beverage cartons, first and foremost and most importantly, is source segregation. At the point of generation where you finish enjoying the product, the packaging should be separated from other types of packaging. That's one. Secondly, it has to be collected by a service provider. We currently have one recycler that we work with at the FBRA called Oliver Adam, and then they collect it from generated waste. When they collect it, they process it within their facility and they put it through a machine that makes it into polyboards. And after making the polyboards, they can be cut into any shape and for any use for household products.
FBRA have done very well. One of the things they've done is that they've subsidized our collection of UBC. They've stabilized the value chain. It has also showcased that UBC cartons can be used, for various things like waste bins, school chairs and desks, and they have also sponsored that, UBC Waste to Schools program, and we're using waste just like what is here. This is what we call polywood, which we make from UBC cartons. They're also launching a waste collection and projects, mopping up consumer waste from homes, so that it will not enter into the drains and cause flooding and degrade the environment. So FBRA have done very well, and they are also promoting waste disposal by encouraging beverage companies to recycle their UBC waste through Oliver Adam.
When we started in 2018, we started with 4 founding members: Nigerian Bottling Company, 7-Up, Nigerian Breweries, and Nestle as the founding partners. As of today, we have 29 members, but specifically for used beverage cartons, we have some members that are driving the recycling of used beverage cartons. Those members are Tetra Pak West Africa, Cadbury, Chi Limited, Unilever, Friesland, and also NBC and Nestle. So they help to drive the activities and they fund all the activities that happens through the Alliance.
FIBRA, which is Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance, is a fantastic organization that we are proud to be part of. And together with FIBRA, we have been advancing our discussions when it comes to used beverage cartons, which is UBC. So it's really about educating the people about the impact of used beverage cartons, what it can be used for, because each used beverage carton has an afterlife. So that's what we've been doing together with FIBRA. We've been educating, we've been advocating, and also we've been showing instances where you can actually see the use of used beverage cartons.
Can be recycled in Nigeria. How can you help? We will require your support to ensure that you separate your waste of used beverage cartons after you have enjoyed the product in your homes, in your offices. Separate it from other types of waste. This makes it easier for the recycler to pick it up and to recycle effectively. You can also ensure that you send the message across and promote the awareness that used beverage cartons has a value. So when the recycler comes to collect from you, they weigh it and then they give you an incentive in terms of cash or other types of products for the volume that you have collected.
We also employ labor. You understand? Throughout the value chain, we are adding value to the economy. We are making it possible for people, to take something home. Even the children from the schools, it gives them a sense of value to take their lunch, their UBC cartons from their lunch and dump it. And so all round, it's very, very important, that we partner with FIBRA. Also, FIBRA is supporting Olivadan, particularly in terms of creating jobs, a means of livelihood to every stakeholder in the value chain. We're also reaching out to communities to tell them about the effect of waste, on the environment. That's what we do to schools. When we are donating the bins, we tell them that, look, your waste should go into the bins. It has to be sorted in the bins so that the waste does not go back to the environment.
So as active members of FIBRA, we have been obviously involved in all the programs to create awareness. Billboards, schools and the likes. But we've also been doing collection together and recycling together. This chair, this table are made out of our own packs in a recycled form. So we've worked together with FIBRA and other members on creating the awareness, making a good start and making sure that people start not just collecting, but also creating recycling.
Okay, together we have increased our post-consumer collection from 30 tons to 50 tons monthly. Our objective is to increase the collection to 100 tons monthly. Also, we're launching direct UBC collection from households in 2023. In other words, we'll go from house to house to collect the UBC carton.
I think FIBRA, led by the chairman and driven by a very committed secretary, RSA, they're doing a fantastic job, really putting out front there the impact of recycling, why we need to do recycle, and we're making steps, we're making inroads, we're making progress, we are getting into the right room to discuss about the right policies, which is not just for the companies, but the entire nation at large. So it's a great job FIBRA is doing, and we are really happy and proud to be part of the journey.
There are a few things that are very simple. Talk to everybody. Your family, your friends, whoever. Talk and make them aware about the impact that packaging and any other thing we do has on the environment. Because by being aware, people are going to change their behavior. The second thing is segregate your waste. Carton, plastic, food, separate it, and so we can recycle it. Those are the simplest things to do, and that starts with you.
If we work together, we can ensure that we recycle more used beverage cartons and we produce other products that can be used in the household and can be used for future generations.